We are making one of the highest quality jeans on earth. This is not just a project, it's not just a cool little thing that we're doing. It's like we've been recognized for making some of the best jeans in the market. I mean, if you look at our labels, it says handcrafted by non-automated jeansmiths. So we invented a couple words there, but that's how we think of ourselves. My name is Victor Litvinenko, and I'm one of the co-founders and designers here at Raleigh Denim Workshop. In 2007 is when we were kind of doing development. I bought a few machines off of Craigslist, and we put them in our living room, and we would make a pair of jeans every single day. Sarah was still in school, and she would help me with the patterns and help me figure out what wasn't right, and make another pair the next day and the next day. And after you make 300 pairs, like they were okay. 2008 was like, oh, we sold a couple pairs to our friends. We moved into a little warehouse in Southeast Raleigh, and we were making chair covers for CE Rental, and we were just like doing whatever it took to get by, eating English muffins from the discount bakery across the street. There was no heat in the building. It was but it was a space where we could develop and incubate and really put our minds to coming up with this idea. To make a really proper, beautiful pair of jeans, you need 25 different machines that do 25 different things. Putting on the risers, the labels, the back pockets, the fly, the zipper, also the inseams together, also the outseams together, the buttons, the front pockets, and then we put the waistband on. It's folded in half and then cups under at both ends, and it lines up perfectly to a 1 5/8 inch wide double needle chain stitch machine. You know, we bootstrapped it from basically nothing, so I was just buying old machines because that's all we really could afford. You know, over time we bought some newer ones too, but there are older machines here that make better stitches than the newer machines. The buttonholes on the mint green Reese 101 from the 40s, it has a counter on the side that was proprietary technology, so you couldn't buy them and you had to pay per stitch. They would just come by every week and read how many millions of buttonholes were done, and they would charge per million. We do the hem on the Union Special 43-200G from the 1920s. There's only about 40 or 50 of those machines left on the earth that we know of. And we're one of the only companies, if not the only company, that uses it in production. It has a little flaw in it where it'll twist and kind of torque the bottom of the hem. And any other seam, like around a sleeve, if it had this 45-degree angle, it wouldn't look good. But in jeans, it brings out the beauty of the indigo, so you see a deeper view. People were skeptical, and rightly so. I think that they were concerned for our well-being, that all these bigger companies were closing and all this stuff was moving offshore, and we wanted to do something different in a different way, and in a way that seemed viable. Like building from what was here, and North Carolina has this huge history of denim production, but doing it in a higher quality and kind of modern, relevant way. And so far, so good. The very first account that we ever sold to was Barney's, New York. We just drove up there in my dad's minivan and showed them 4 pairs of jeans, and we were like, here's what we do. Sarah and I cut and sewed every single pair for that order, and they sold through them really quickly in a couple weeks. At that time, it was the best store maybe in the world. So we're starting at the top. After 10 years of refining and refining and refining and refining, we're making a beautiful thing. It's a thing that we're all proud of. It all happens right here. It's a pretty small, tight-knit team. I mean, if you look at our labels, it says handcrafted by non-automated jeansmiths. So we invented a couple words there, but that's how we think of ourselves.